What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rides and Customs. Welcome back to the Polo Lights Donnie Allison Talladega Torino build. Got a lot done this week. Was actually able to get a lot of the detail painting done. Even got some color on the frame and everything. Started doing some detail painting in it. But wanted to give everybody a little update. Everybody, appreciate all that's been following this and commenting along. I've got something I want to show you later on in showing you what I've got done. That way, don't make the mistake that I made. Last night I was on the hangout at with Brian at Got Fuels model garage, and unbeknownst, I was showing everybody, what I had going on with the build and everything. But unbeknownst to, I didn't know this until I, started kind of test fitting parts. And normally, in a build, that's what I like to do is test fit before I even get to the final assembly stage. But I didn't know this until I started trying to trying to test fit it into the engine. What I'm talking about is in the kit itself, it shows actually two engines. Two engines comes in the kit, and I'll show y'all right here. You've got either the option of a 427 or a 429. Of course, I wanted to go with the big engine. I always like to go with the big engine because that's just, it's just what I like to do in all of my builds, even in my pro street cars. But with this one right here, if I would have I did the research, but, I just kind of took the creative liberties of putting a 429 in it. So with that being said, I just went ahead and I clipped everything out off the sprues, got the 429 kind of just, mocked up, got the heads on it, even got it painted. But when I started trying to put the engine into just trying to test fit, it didn't fit. Well, that being said, the heads hit these two shock towers that comes up right in here. And there was no way that thing was going to drop down in there. So moving forward, let me put that over there. I'm not going to be utilizing that 429. I did, however, during the hangout, I built up the 427 heads, built up the 427 engine, put the heads and everything on it, and dropped it in there, and it drops right down in there. So, and drops right out the bottom of it. But let's get it mocked up right there. So, but there it sets down in there perfect. So, going to be getting some, I'll be spraying some Ford Blue on this afternoon and getting that ready for the paint booth. Anyhow, 429 scrap goes into the box for some other build. But was able to get the paint, got the gray sprayed on the frame and everything. Started doing some detail painting back here in the back where the shock towers protrude up to the shock mounts. Got that ready. Was able to get the headrest painted black. Got some more detail painting I got to do up here on the firewall. Firewall turned out just awesome. It was smooth, very smooth compared to what we were dealing with the fitment issue of it. Was able to get everything sprayed into it. Looks very good. So I'm very pleased with this. Going to set this to the side, show y'all what else I've got done. As far as detail painting, we did the shocks, as far as right there, got all the shocks painted up. They're ready for assembly. Got the wheels painted, got them detailed. Did some black wash to kind of bring the lug nuts and the axle, the bearing dust cap and all that out. Got those detailed, got them assembled. They're ready to put on. Got the gas tank as far as the band mounting straps, all that's been detailed in. Got the seat, got the as far as the radiator and the cooler goes up underneath the car as far as the vent for it. Got it detail painted. What else? Just got it's some of the other assortment of engine parts and everything. Shifter, was able to get that detail painted. So got that. Got a few other parts over here on the side, but I'm not going to bore everybody with it. One of the things that we talked about in the last episode was the detail on the dash, which this dash is just perfect, but I was not too pleased with the as far as the instrument panel. This instrument panel kind of left a little bit to the imagination, and was sometimes what I like to do is drill out the instrument clusters and put decals behind it, but it was very thick. So I was just like, you know what? We're just going to take and we're going to sand that completely down, make that flush all the way across. I've got some decals from Slicks decals, which I use. I use a lot of their decals in a lot of my builds. This is the set that I've got on hand. You can tell right here that they're just beautiful details. We got a tachometer and just a cluster of 5 gauges. Really, I don't need but 4. So I'm going to be utilizing, I'll probably just be cutting that one off right there. And what I did to make up for the lack of I took this. I had some styrene, and I just cut that out, and I just drilled me some holes down through there. And what I'll be doing is I will eventually, I'll take these decals and get those kind of glued in back behind that. And that will be kind of the effect that, let me see if I can get it up there. That's kind of the effect that it will be. Once I get those glued in, I'll just take and lay that on that right there. This is going to get painted silver. And then we'll put the decals behind it, and then we'll put that across the dash pad. So getting a little bit more detail, was watching Lucas E. and Brian's video the other day about, adding extra details on your builds that, kind of takes you up to the next level. And this is some of the ideas that, I try to on my channel kind of throw towards everyone in helping them achieve that next level. So hope that little tidbit of information helps anyone out that might want to use it. One of the other things I'm going to do, I don't know if I'll get to it today. I'm going to try to get, I'm probably going to detail the seat up here, get a little bit of detail on it. Definitely going to be putting seat belts in this one. So be getting that in there. I might try to do a little bit of assembly on the frame as far as getting, start getting things, done, kind of starting to, getting it glued up and everything. One of the other things that detail painting I like to do is with the shocks. These shocks, which are they're awesome little shocks. These are the styrene shocks that comes with it. But I just paint them silver. Once the silver dries, I come back with a little bit of the Tamiya panel line accent color, which is black. Just touch it to that, and that brings the detail out in that shock. So was able to get that taken care of this week also. Haven't got anything, haven't got any primer or anything on the body yet. My good buddy Brian over at BG's Model Works, he was telling me about the Polar Light kit itself. When they spray, he was telling me that the release agent that they spray in the molds prior to injecting the styrene into the mold is it's hard to get off. So I've been washing everything in good warm soapy water. I haven't washed the body yet, which I'm gonna go in there in a little bit. I've already got all the body work done on it as far as got it sanded. I want to be able to get some primer, which this body is going to be red. I went yesterday to Hobbytown and picked out the color that I'll be spray painting this, and of course I'm also going to if any of you've ever sprayed, excuse me for kind of having been down here a little bit, had to get something out I didn't get ready to show a while ago. A lot of times when I'm spraying red, I like to use the Tamiya pink primer. That's kind of the secret to what Charlie Mack calls the pappy red effect. Makes that red pop even more. So pink primer first, then once you get the primer on there, check for your imperfections, adjust as needed with anything that may pop out, a little blemish or maybe somewhere you might not have where you've done body work, like right here, like where I had to cut this to get that upward curve of the fender line. Check that, make sure everything's covered up on it, and then once you get once you got all that all the imperfections out, just get it sanded. Wet, don't wet sand it. I just take some maybe some probably some 8,000 and just kind of scuff that body up. And then I'm coming back with this Italian red, which is very close to the original color of the car. As far as the hood, that was it was kind of a flat black to begin with, so I'll be spraying this with some white primer and then some NATO black, and then there's a decal that goes over that. As far as where it says 427 engine, and then I'll be hitting that with some dull coat. So still got a lot more done, but I got a lot closer than where I was a couple weeks ago. Hopefully, we're going to try to bring this one to the JaxCon show coming up here in about 3 weeks in Jacksonville. Looking forward to getting down there for a few days, and which actually it's a 2-day show now. Vicky and I will be traveling down that week or that weekend to the Jacksonville show. We'll be bringing a lot of my builds that I had up at the Acme show, but be trying my best to bring this one right here down there as well. But appreciate everybody watching. Just want to give everybody a little update of what's been going on with this build, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get a little bench time today, doing some things here. May get some primer sprayed on this old body, and getting a little bit closer. But I also want to give y'all a little update on the engine. The 429 does not fit in this kit. So if you're building this, or if you've got this in your stash, don't try to put that big block in there. Put the 427 in there. Anyhow, folks, remember, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.